I think at this time, in my opinion, my best judgment, at this time in Americans' history, we need to make America great again. I am pleased to endorse Donald Trump for the presidency of the United States.
All right, you know, at the time, people forget that, but I was reminded, talking to my buddy and genius, Lee Carter, that was a very important sign of support. When you got an establishment figure and a big name in the conservative community like Jeff Sessions, the Alabama senator, who was being wooed by Ted Cruz, you name it, to go for Donald Trump. It's criticism from some of his Senate colleagues, wait a minute, and now everything that's happening.
I mean, it was a really big deal when he went out and did that. He took a lot of heat for it, but it really helped catalyze people to say, you know what, maybe there's something okay about Donald Trump to look at. Between Jeff Sessions and Donald Trump's children, they really gave him a lot of boost. And
I'm wondering, too, that when Donald Trump dismissed that early sign of support, that it was essentially a no-brainer for him, 40,000 people would have been there anyway. It demeans him, and these other attacks continue. Now, the president's right to do and think and hire and fire whomever he wants.
That's right.
But this is particularly bad. I'm talking just on a personal level. It just sickens me.
On a personal level, it doesn't have to be this public. If he's disappointed in Jeff Sessions, if he really feels that he's been hurt in any way, shape, or form, they should be having those conversations behind closed doors.
So
but I can't imagine any other chief executive officer going out there and talking about somebody so publicly, humiliating him in many ways. And I think it's totally inappropriate.
What is it going to do to other cabinet officials? I don't want to connect dots that might not be worth connecting, but all of a sudden, Rex Tillerson on vacation. Of course, he's frustrated at state. His close friends or a big admirer of Jeff Sessions. Is this having a spillover effect where other cabinet members or those who would entertain such posts are thinking, hey, will this guy do to me what he just did to Jeff?
Well, look, I mean, Donald Trump made a point at the Boy Scout speech earlier this week of saying we need more loyalty in this world. Well, look at what he's doing there. So I think it becomes very, very difficult for people to say, look, I know that Donald Trump was going to be loyal. He demands loyalty. I'm loyal to him. He'll be loyal back.
How have other presidents handled it? Like, I mean, if they have a problem, they just quietly, you go, right?
You go.
Ronald Reagan couldn't do it in person. They all have their hatchet men, right? But
that's right.
It's not done in public.
Or that person would resign. But you would not see this kind of, it's almost taunting in many ways. And I think that it's disruptive. I think there are a lot of people that might be qualified that are going to be looking at the administration. There's still a lot of empty posts that are going to say, should I or shouldn't I do this? I'm not so sure that I'd want to take that personal risk. Now, the thing about this is that I find fascinating is Trump's supporters love it. They look at this and say, I love that he's calling people out.
And I hear from them when I say I don't love
I know, and it's absolutely true. It's the people that are in the middle right now that are going to have trouble for this, because there's this big swath of people that aren't sure what to believe about Russia, not sure if there's definitely something there, nothing there, I'm not sure. But this makes it seem like what is going on? It's one more reason to question what is going on. And so I don't think that it's the most strategic move that the president could be making at this point.
I don't. I'm looking at this just from a human being perspective, not right or left. It's not the way I'd like to be treated.
No.
You know,
and from somebody who really did a lot for him.
Yeah. Well, you're a loser and you're sad. Kidding.